Me, a fine girl like me, I don't understand. Can you guys imagine that yesterday I went to a restaurant? I was dressed like this to a restaurant because I was so hungry and I was not able to cook. So when I got to the restaurant, I met a guy. He was right before me. So this guy bought his food and paid. I bought my food and I paid for my. He was looking at me. I bought my food and I paid, and I sat down to eat my food. He sat down to eat his food. Along the line, I just looked at him. He was also staring at me. I said, okay, if this guy actually wants to talk to me, he should have paid for my food. That's what I said in my mind. And before I stretch my eyes again, he's already doing as if something has entered his eye. I said, okay, it seems like this guy is really, really crazy. When he finished eating, he now started pressing his phone. Instead of going, he started pressing his phone. I said, okay. When I finished eating, I stood up and he stood up. And I discovered that it's like this guy is waiting for me. He's waiting for me to finish eating and stand up so that he can come and ask for my number. So when I saw that I stood up and he stood up, I sat down again. The guy now, out of shame, because a lot of people were in the restaurant, out of shame, he went outside. That outside, I have to sit in that restaurant for like 20 minutes. That 20 minutes I was sitting in that restaurant, this guy was outside waiting for me. The moment I went outside and he's not like, hello, Frank, I said, in your life, don't even try it again. And he's not like, what? I said, you saw me in that restaurant. Instead of you to pay for my food, you knew you wanted to collect my number. Instead of you to pay for my, or even, you can even say, okay, let me pay. And I'll tell you, no, don't pay. You did not pay for my food and you want to collect my number. Like, are you okay? Like, is something wrong with you? So when I told him that, he was not like, it's my sense of entitlement for him. I'm not like sense of entitlement for a fine girl. Like, I don't understand. I came to the restaurant myself, but for the fact that you want to collect my number, you have to be a gentleman and pay for my food, or else if you don't pay for my food, I will not give you my number. And I did not give him my number. I didn't give him my number. He left and he was very angry. So I'm sure by the time he meets another girl in the restaurant and he wants to collect her number, he will pay for her food. Girls, don't do that. If he cannot pay for your food, if he meets you in a restaurant and he can, even if he meets you where you're buying clothes, you're doing shopping, and he cannot shop for you there, let him go. He's not the man for you. I don't understand.